Welcome to the channel. In this video we will see how we can download and install latest version of Visual Studio Code in Windows 11 operating system. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to open up any browser that is installed in our computer. I have Microsoft Edge installed. I'm going to open it up, and here in the URL bar we will enter google.com and we will open up the Google. Here we will search for VS Code, and when we click on the search results, we will see the first result as Visual Studio Code, and the website is code.visualstudio.com. We will click on this link to open up the website. Now this is the official website of Visual Studio Code, and here we can directly see the download for Windows option. And if we click on the down arrow here, then we will find the download option for different operating systems. And here we will click on download for Windows to download the Visual Studio Code for Windows. It will take us to this particular page where the download will begin automatically. If it doesn't begin automatically, then you can click on the direct download link and the download will start. Now here, as you guys can see, download is happening. We just have to wait for this download to finish. Okay, now the download is complete. If I take the cursor on this downloaded file, then I can see an icon which looks like a folder and it says show in folder. If I click on that, it will open up the folder where the downloaded files are saved, which is normally the downloads folder. Now here you guys can find the file that we have downloaded. The version number will change depending on when you're watching this video. In order to install Visual Studio Code, we just have to double click on this file. Now it will open up the setup window. Here first we have to accept the license agreement, and after that we will click on next. Now here it will display the location where Visual Studio Code will be installed. We will not change anything. If you want, you can make a note of that. After that we will click on next. Here we will not do anything. Click on next. Here if you want the desktop icon, then you guys can check this particular checkbox. I want that, so I will check. And after that, when I right click on any file and any folder in Windows, I want to have an option called as open with code. So I will check these two checkboxes, and after that I'm going to click on next. And here we will click on install. Now it will extract and install the Visual Studio Code. We just have to wait for this installation to finish. Okay, now the installation is complete. We will check this checkbox which says launch Visual Studio Code, and we will click on the finish. Now it will open up the Visual Studio Code, and here when it opens for the first time, it opens up the get started module. Here we can do some customizations. For example, here first we can choose the theme. I prefer the dark theme, so I'm going to choose that. And after that, we can perform some other customizations. Like if you're using multiple devices, then you can make sure that code is synced between all the devices. And also we have the options to create shortcuts, install the language support, and all these things. We can set up all these things later in the future when needed. So here I'm going to click on mark done, and it will take us to this particular page where we can create a new file or open an existing file or open a folder and start working. So this is it, guys. This is how we can download and install latest version of Visual Studio Code in Windows 11 operating system. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. If you have anything to say, then write that in the comment box. For more tutorials like this, do subscribe to the channel.